Zombie games have captivated us for decades, offering everything from heart-pounding horror to strategic survival, from cooperative chaos to deeply emotional storytelling. Today we're counting down the top 10 zombie games for PC, the essential experiences that define this genre. Whether you're looking for brutal realism, cinematic storytelling, or pure adrenaline-fueled action, this list has something for every kind of survivor. So grab your weapons, stock up on supplies, and let's dive into the apocalypse. Starting off with Project Zomboid, this is widely considered the ultimate zombie survival simulator. It is an isometric open-world RPG where the goal is simple: survive as long as you can. It's huge because of its punishing realism. You don't just worry about zombies, you worry about catching a cold, your food rotting because the power grid failed, or your character getting depressed from loneliness. It falls under the hardcore survival simulation category, and it's big because of its incredible depth and a dedicated modding community that keeps the game infinitely replayable. This isn't a game about being a hero, it's a story about how you died. Next up is Left 4 Dead 2, the gold standard of the cooperative first-person shooter. Developed by Valve, this game is legendary for its AI Director, a system that monitors how well you're playing and changes the zombie spawns and item locations in real time to keep the tension high. It's big because it perfected the 4-player co-op loop, offering tight, fast-paced action across iconic campaigns. It's a masterclass in level design and teamwork, where a single special infected like a smoker or a hunter can ruin your day if you aren't sticking close to your friends. Even years later, the community is massive, and its arcade-style fun makes it an easy pick for any weekend gaming session. In the third spot, we have Dying Light, a game that redefined how we move in a zombie apocalypse. This is an open-world action game that combines brutal first-person melee combat with fluid parkour. The reason it's so big is its day and night cycle. During the day, you're the hunter, leaping across rooftops in the city of Heron, but at night, the volatiles come out and the game transforms into a terrifying stealth horror experience where you are the prey. The category here is action survival, and the thrill of narrowly escaping a chase by jumping through a window just as the sun rises is a feeling few other games can match. Moving to something more cinematic, Resident Evil 2 Remake is the peak of the survival horror category. It's a complete reimagining of the 1998 classic, following rookie cop Leon Kennedy and college student Claire Redfield as they try to escape Raccoon City. It's big because it showed the world how to do a remake correctly, modernizing the graphics and controls while keeping the claustrophobic fear of the original. The game is famous for Mr. X, a giant unstoppable pursuer who stalks you through the police station. It's all about resource management. Every bullet counts, and every zombie you don't kill is a problem you'll have to deal with later when you're running through that same hallway. For those who love building, 7 Days to Die is a unique mix of a first-person shooter, survival horror, and tower defense. The world is completely voxel-based, meaning you can mine, build, and destroy almost anything. The 7 days in the title refers to the Blood Moon event that happens every week, where a massive horde of zombies attacks your location with the intent to tear down your base. It's big because it merges the creative freedom of Minecraft with the tension of a horror game. You spend your days scavenging for supplies and your nights reinforcing your fort. It's a game of constant preparation, and the just one more hour gameplay loop is incredibly addictive. Then there is Days Gone, an open world action adventure that puts you in the boots of Deacon St. John, a biker traveling through the post-apocalyptic Pacific Northwest. What makes this game big is its horde mechanic. Unlike other games where you fight 10 or 20 zombies, Days Gone features massive crowds of hundreds of freakers that move like a single terrifying wave of bodies. Managing your motorcycle, keeping it fueled and repaired, is just as important as your ammo count. It's a story-driven experience that explores grief and hope, set against a beautiful but deadly open world where the environment can be just as dangerous as the infected. If you're looking for a tropical nightmare, Dead Island 1 is the way to go. It's an action RPG set on the fictional island of Banoi, a luxury resort turned into a bloodbath. It's big because it pioneered the focus on first-person melee combat and weapon crafting. You aren't just finding guns, you're taking a baseball bat, wrapping it in barbed wire, and adding an electric battery to make it a zombie-crushing machine. It has a heavy emphasis on 4-player co-op and looter-slasher mechanics. The contrast between between the bright, beautiful beaches and the gore-filled hallways of the hotels creates a very specific, memorable atmosphere that still feels fun today. One of the greatest stories ever told in gaming is The Last of Us Part 1. Now on PC, this action-adventure game follows Joel and Ellie on a cross-country journey through a world ravaged by a fungal infection. It's big because of its emotional weight and incredible character development. It isn't just a zombie game, it's a human story about survival at any cost. The gameplay is a mix of intense stealth and visceral combat where every encounter feels desperate. The clickers, enemies that hunt by sound, are some of the most iconic and terrifying creatures in the genre. This is a must-play for anyone who values narrative and atmosphere above all else. For a more strategic approach, State of Decay 2 focuses on community management. In this open-world survival game, you don't just play as one person, you manage a whole group of survivors. It's big because of its permadeath mechanic. If a character you've been leveling up dies, they are gone forever. You have to scavenge for resources to keep your base running, settle internal disputes, and decide which neighbors to help and which to ignore. The category is a survival strategy hybrid. It's all about the big picture. How do you keep a community alive when the world is ending? Every decision has a ripple effect on your group's morale and safety. Finally, we have World War Z. If you love the movie or the book, this is that experience brought to life. It is a third-person cooperative shooter that is famous for one thing: the swarm engine. This technology allows hundreds of zombies to appear on your screen at once, literally piling on top of each other to climb walls and reach your position. It is big because of that pure scale. You and 3 friends have to work through global missions, from New York to Tokyo, using traps and heavy firepower to survive the massive waves. It's the ultimate horde game for those who want fast-paced, high-octane action. Whether you want the terrifying realism of Project Zomboid, the cinematic heart of The Last of Us, the PC is the best place to face the undead. Each of these games offers a different perspective on the end of the world, proving that even after all these years, there are still plenty of ways to keep the zombie genre feeling fresh and frightening.
Seen anything like this before.
Jesus, don't let that stop you from smearing it all over yourself.
They're changing.
God